History in the making. Cal Raleigh and the Seattle Mariners' unforgettable 2025 season. Imagine being a passenger on a journey destined for greatness, with every mile bringing you closer to legendary status. That's where the Seattle Mariners find themselves in 2025, riding the Cal Raleigh Express. But instead of passing by mountaintops or famous landmarks, they're speeding past the icons of baseball history. And it's their catcher, Cal Raleigh, who's blazing ahead, outshining the titans of the game. Think of the names that echo through baseball lore: Johnny Bench, Ken Griffey Jr., Mickey Mantle. Raleigh, at just 28 years old, has chased down all of them. He has surpassed Bench's longtime record for most home runs in a season by a catcher. Bench hit 45 in 1970, a record that stood unchallenged for over 5 decades until Salvador Perez briefly broke it in 2021. Now, Raleigh not only passed Bench's mark, but also tied Griffey Jr. for the most home runs ever hit in a single season for the Mariners, hitting number 56 on a thrilling Tuesday night. And on that very same night, by belting 2 consecutive home runs, numbers 55 and 56, he overtook Mickey Mantle's record for most home runs in a season by any switch hitter. This isn't just history. It's history being written with every swing. These aren't just Hall of Famers we're talking about, said Mariners GM Justin Hollander. This is the top shelf, the very elite of the Hall of Fame. These guys weren't flash-in-the-pan stars. They were the absolute best players to ever grace the sport. That's the level we're comparing Raleigh's season to. But catching the full gravity of such a historic season as it unfolds, game by game, can be tricky. There's something almost magical about the legendary names Raleigh is chasing that makes this moment come alive even more distinctly for those around him. Seeing a catcher perform like this, it's unbelievable, explained Mariners center fielder Julio Rodriguez. When you think about the caliber of players whose records he's breaking, it really hits home. These are the legends of the game, the greatest of all time. To truly grasp the magnitude of this season, sometimes it's best to hear it straight from those who have shared the field, the clubhouse, and the journey with Raleigh. Over recent weeks, many teammates and opponents have shared their most powerful memories and thoughts about what this season means. The legends who never reached this summit. Consider the sheer number of baseball greats who never managed to hit 50 home runs in a single season. Hall of Famers like Hank Aaron, Mike Schmidt, Albert Pujols, Miguel Cabrera, Reggie Jackson, Ted Williams, and Lou Gehrig. When Rodriguez heard those names read aloud, his eyes widened, his smile stretched ear to ear. These players defined entire generations, Rodriguez said. And now seeing Cal surpass what none of them did as a catcher, it's something extraordinary. We shouldn't rush to compare him to this player or that one. We should just appreciate the incredible feat happening right before us. Barley's teammates deeply cherish moments like these. But what sticks with them most? Let's dive into their reflections. The pivotal Griffin-Jax home run. Heading into August, the Mariners were trailing the Astros by 4.5 games in the AL West. In under 2 weeks, they won 10 out of 11 games and tied for first place. No streak like that hinges on just one swing. But if you had to pick a defining moment, it would be Raleigh's monstrous home run off Griffin-Jax in the 8th inning of an August 8th game against the Tampa Bay Rays. This wasn't just a long home run. It was a game-changing, stadium-rocking blast of a pitcher known for his dominance. The roar from the crowd at T-Mobile Park told the team everything they needed to know about the impact of Raleigh's homer. It was a spark that ignited a run of success. Jerry DePoto, the president of baseball operations, recalls, "We were in the middle of our best run so far, making strides on the Astros. That homer was crucial to a 3-2 win on a night when runs were scarce. It felt like a momentum shift for everyone, and it helped us sweep the series and move into a first-place tie. What made that homer so emblematic of Raleigh's season? Dipoto explains, Cal has always had a clutch gene. This wasn't a one-time thing. He repeatedly delivered in big moments throughout the season. That swing was a snapshot of what he's meant to this team. The unforgettable night of the Home Run Derby. Raleigh crushed 56 home runs in games that count. But what about the 54 he launched in one night that didn't? In July, he dominated the Home Run Derby, smacking an incredible 54 homers. Bryce Miller, a fellow All-Star, recalled Raleigh's laid-back start before the event. He said, hopefully I don't get bounced in the first round. Of course, true to Cal's style, he went on to win it all. Reliever Gabe Spire added a heartwarming detail. His dad was pitching to him and his little brother was catching. And Dylan Moore, a former teammate, described it as a cinematic experience. Even though I wasn't there, watching him win with his family by his side was special. He played it cool at first, but once he got through the first round, he never looked back. It was incredible to see. Although these home runs don't count towards regular season stats, the event perfectly captured the spirit of Raleigh's summer. Starting as the favourite, navigating intense tiebreakers based on StatCast data, and ultimately triumphing in a thrilling final showdown against Junior Caminero. Then, sharing the moment with family, arms wrapped around his brother and dad, as though their backyard games had been transported onto baseball's brightest stage. A star in Williamsport. In August, the Mariners made a unique stop in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, home of the Little League World Series. For one special night, they played the Little League Classic against the Mets. Guess who became the biggest star of the day? The big dumper himself, Cal Raleigh. He took time to sign autographs, notes, even something as quirky as a toilet seat, charming every kid who lined up for an hour just to meet him. And he capped off the day with another signature home run. Off a pitch so low and away, only someone with Raleigh's skill and strength could have converted it into a dinger. Manager Dan Wilson reflected, "The kids loved him. That home run was a storybook ending to a magical day." Honestly, I'm not sure how many times I've said storybook finish this season.